In this video, I want to talk about soul age. What is your soul age? Physical age doesn't represent the maturity of the person as a soul. That means a child that you may be dealing with right now may be older than you on a soul level. Also, the old person you're encountering may be much younger than you are on the soul level. So that's why some kids may be super wise without having accumulated life experience. So I'm going to talk about that. And there are like 5 stages in the soul age. So the first one is an infant soul. So infant soul literally means that the soul is just born out of consciousness, oneness, like God, source, energy, universe, whatever you call it, from a higher dimension. So they are pretty new in this physical realm. For that reason, they still have a strong connection to the higher dimension. So they may be pretty intuitive, instinctive. They may have like naturally more inclined to like having faith in life, trusting, but they could have some challenges in learning new things, especially when it comes to practical matters. Their main lesson is to develop their physical quality, physical strength, and maintain their vitality as a human, as a person. So I'm not trying to make a generalization, but the type of careers they may be drawn to would be sports, because they have to develop their muscles and be disciplined. And their thinking is pretty simple. And I don't mean as simple is something negative, because they are pretty new in this experience. They don't really prefer being like challenged mentally. They love being simple. So in astrology, I would say the first 4 signs there is Taurus, Gemini, maybe not Gemini, maybe yes or no, and Cancer would be good examples. And I mean, these are the qualities of the infant souls. And it doesn't necessarily mean that people who have the strong influence on those 4 signs are infant souls. It's just the quality of those signs pretty accurately describe the characteristics of infant soul. So next phase is a baby soul. Baby souls like to follow the rules set by the society, and that is actually the main lessons in their life. Getting used to the social norms, societal protocol they are supposed to follow, and get used to their community, how to interact with others. And they could feel secure in such circumstances that expect them to follow the guidelines. So the type of careers they may be drawn to would be like police officers, fire officers, government agents, any like bureaucratic organization. And the next phase is a young soul. And in this phase, people start becoming ambitious about like climbing the social ladder. They are hard workers, and they love learning new stuffs, and they want to be approved by others and really bring values to the community. So that's young soul, and they are very curious of what's going on in the physical in this world. They love learning, and they also love like pleasure, like physical pleasure, sensual experience. They may enjoy having sex for sheer pleasure, because they want to explore this world, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, they would not be so much aware of what is ethical. In this process, they are learning about conscience. And the next stage is mature soul. Mature souls have enough experience in the physical world, so they can see what's going on from the higher perspective. For that reason, they can make great leaders in the fields of their choice. They can become CEOs. Even if they're not CEO, they would like to lead certain groups. So in this phase, they think a lot. They love mental activities. They love being mentally, intellectually challenged. They love thinking about complex matters. They would be drawn to academics. They can be doctors, professors, researchers. A lot of mature souls are artistic, because when they were baby souls and young souls, they develop the skills that require physical abilities. They learned the lessons. They were involved in so many physical activities. Their primary focus was on physical forms, getting recognition, proving their worthiness by bringing some value to others. Validation has been main goal for young souls. For mature souls, they start deeper meaning of life. They start questioning the purpose of life. They can start expressing their self in creative ways. So for that reason, a lot of mature souls are artistic. They're drawn to arts, music, and it's interesting that a lot of mature souls are pretty good at cooking. So chefs as well. They have really good taste. Their sensual perceptions are heightened, sensitive. They have a good sense of styles as well. And they're in the process of building their own identity as a soul based off of what they've learned in the previous phases. They're drawn to nature. They love photography as well. And it's interesting, they're still in the mainstream society. They can take important roles that might receive spotlights by others. However, on the other hand, they may start craving for deeper connection, deeper emotional connection. They can start seeking for their soulmates, deeper emotional connection. Sometimes it can be with other people. Sometimes it can be with religions or philosophy. And then the next phase, the last phase, is an old soul. Old soul is pretty withdrawn. They want to be isolated from mainstream society because they've done a lot of things. They have all this experience and they're not really interested in anymore. Their primary focus is spirituality. They want to be challenged spiritually. Because of the previous experience, they have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, even though they may not consciously be aware of it. So the main challenge for old soul is to awaken their true gifts, their abilities, their memories from the past lives. So a lot of old souls are pretty open to spirituality, not just for a specific religion, but they are open to the concept of higher dimension. And they may have strong connection to nature, rocks, crystal. That's one of my favorites. Plants, animals. By the way, mature souls love animals too. And they can have a special connection to a specific animal, a specific species. whether it be dog, cats, birds, or whatever they are. And old souls are interested in metaphysical topics, divination tools like tarot, oracles, astrology, and supernatural things that cannot be explained by science yet. And they explore spiritual fields. They love meditation. They know how to be tuned into their own self. However, the main challenge for old soul is to heal their past. So from the past experience in life, we experience ups and downs, and when we're not mature enough to understand what we were going through really, we can misunderstand situations, and we can misunderstand ourselves as well. So for example, if you're grown up, if you pick up a book that you've read as a child, and if you read it now, you can notice how your beliefs and thoughts have changed. And you can notice that, oh, in my memory, this book is not what I thought. That is because of experience. So a lot of old souls are drawn to healing themselves, like in emotional levels, and interested in healing their traumas and past lives. And that is a part of process for them to get out of their shell and really express themselves and share what they've learned with others in the community. So a lot of old souls become teachers of any sorts. Yeah, so these are different phases of soul development. Where do you think you belong? I would expect for those of you who are drawn to watching this video, maybe either mature or old souls. Otherwise, you would not be interested in the concept of soul at all. But I may be wrong, so let me know if you want to share. Leave a comment below. And one thing I want to add on to it is we people can experience multiple phases in a single lifetime. So you could be a young soul in the first half of life, or first quarter of life, and then you can shift into a mature level. And when that shift happens, something radical happens in life, because it's a total change on your being, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So when people experience this kind of shift, it's not uncommon that they change their careers. Suddenly, they can change their social status, marriage status. They can immigrate to other place. They can suddenly let go of their secure, stable job and become a freelancer. These are one of the common things that people do when that shift happens. Okay, so that's it, what I wanted to share, and I hope you have a great day.